Okay, let's go.
The first 30 days for a new agent can make or break their future in this business. There's a lot to learn, and starting something new can feel a little isolating at first. So let's explore some simple ways you can help them navigate those first few weeks. Now, most leaders make the same mistake. They do what I call onboarding by fire hose. They dump 30 links, 4 videos, 5 calls, and they say, watch all of this and then let's get started. And what happens next? Well, the agent usually freezes. They feel overwhelmed and kind of lost in all of it. And often they disappear or they just stop responding to you. So let's completely flip that script. The goal of your new agent's first 30 days is not to get production results. It's to build momentum and confidence. So let me say that again. It's not about production. It's about belief. When someone joins your team, they're excited, but they're also scared. They're asking, can I do this? Will it be worth it? We all ask ourselves that, sometimes daily. Your job is to help them answer those questions with a win, even a small one. Because when they get their first win, their confidence skyrockets, and belief is what keeps them moving forward. So let me tell you a story about one of my favorite moments that kind of taught me a big lesson. I had a brand new agent named Sarah, sharp, motivated, but a little nervous, super, achieved in her life. But she kept saying, I just don't want to mess this up. So instead of giving her 20 things to do, which she probably could have achieved, I narrowed it down and I gave her just one. I said, let's just book one appointment this week. That's it. Well, of course, she booked it. And it really wasn't a huge deal on paper, but when she called me afterward, her voice was full of energy. And she said, Milan, I did it. I actually booked one. And you could feel her confidence just flood in. That one small win totally flipped the switch from doubt to belief. And from that day on, she really didn't need a manager. She needed and wanted a mentor. That's how powerful just one win can be. So how do you create that kind of momentum in your people? Let's start with 2 simple goals for the first 30 days. Goal number 1 is clarity. They should know exactly what to do next. And number 2 is confidence. They should get a quick, visible win that proves, yes, I can do this. And here's how this will work. You simply connect your new agent to Annuity.com's performance pathway system for success. Starting with their onboarding and orientation, Annuity.com will guide them through their first steps, help them choose a performance pathway, and connect them to a group of agents for peer support. But here's the truth. A system can have next steps, awesome training, and activities, but a leader brings them to life. And the way you do that is by connecting their why to their what. For example, instead of saying, your homework is to book one appointment, try this. Remember how you told me your why was to expand your client services beyond just the Medicare advising you're doing right now? Well, this first appointment, this isn't homework. This is step 1 of that growth plan. Do you hear the difference? One feels like a task, the other feels like a mission. You've just taken a task and you've turned it into a purpose. Every new agent needs that kind of framing. Your voice gives meaning to their actions. And when they start to connect what they're doing to what they really care about, you won't have to motivate them. They'll start motivating themselves. Remember, the first 30 days really do set the tone for everything that follows. If you overwhelm them, you'll probably lose them. But if you give them clarity and confidence, you'll create belief. And belief is what builds a team. So slow down, serve them, and help them get an early win. Because that first win, that's the seed that grows your entire agency.